creative piece with their use of visual effects, taking us to unimaginable body extensions and body figures from already beautiful dance sequences. They are perfectly paired with music and the color combinations in these schemes of it is cryptic and it's also I found it very unique and authentic. I really enjoyed
Balance
it.
was a really interesting dance visual arts piece. I think it was incredibly clever to use the mirroring effect on so many different parts of the piece. And finding the balance within the dancers mirroring each other, but also, you know, the introduction of a second individual into the frame and figuring out the balance between this pair and the balance in between and and just the give and take of power within each frame and within each setting. I think the lighting was I think the lighting was good for this particular piece. I don't think if it were very brightly lit, it would have the same effect, the same weight. So I think the visual design of that was very good, and focusing on having the dancers be not scantily clad, but in more nude, like stripped down pieces also helps focus on the movement and the shift of balance in between. Just a very visually pleasing piece and really interesting to watch the use of the mirror again. Just very enjoyable.
This type of film is very difficult to pull off, but they did through some excellent editing, visual effects. Also, that there was some great use of colors throughout. And, you know, that's obviously to say nothing of the amazing choreography. I always find these Hall of Mirrors sequences in films um, are difficult to follow, but amazing to look at. And that was the case here. But as far as following, this went down a bit easier since we were, you know, just watching the dancers move and create this perfect symmetry with themselves. And then once the film died down and the mirror sequence ended, there was this metaphor that they that was being created of the dancers being separated from themselves and also from each other. And I thought they pulled that off very well.
I like the color choice, like the blue aesthetic. I don't know, it was interesting to look at. I really like the choreography. Those dancers pulled it off really well. But the choreography was also really interesting, and I like what y'all did with the like matching, the like symmetry. Yeah, it was interesting visual. So good job.
Loved this. I loved how colorful it was. It was bold. There was a lot of like really like good saturated intense colors, which I thought was really fun and really fantastic. And then the way that they used this kind of mirror effect with how they were filming as in like a way to have the dancers moving through that and having that almost be it wasn't another person, but it changed the movement that you were seeing the dancers do because it was like the mirrored effect where you didn't get like their full bodies. So you didn't get the full movement as it was happening, but you got a different movement on screen. I hope that makes sense anyway. And I thought that that was just so interesting, so fascinating to watch and how they played with it the whole time until you kind of get to the end and there is like this separation not only of the dancers to themselves because they're no longer being mirrored, but also a little bit like the dancers from each other. They all kind of were able to, in a way, like pull back into themselves. And I just thought that that was like really beautiful and really, really well done.
This was so cool. Just so visually cool. I loved how they took that special effect of the sort of the split mirror thing and just used it to its breaking point. It was unbelievable. The dancers were gorgeous. So beautiful. The choreography was stunning. The music was captivating. It kept me engaged. I loved the purple theme, how there was this like underlying like purple that was going on, different shades of ombre purple. I really loved it. And the ending, with the three dancers just standing there, I lost it. I thought it was gorgeous. The ending was beautiful. I just really loved all of it. I don't know how they did those special effects. I can't figure it out. I wrote it down. I was like, how are they doing this? I don't understand how you did that. I don't understand. But it's super cool, and I'm glad that you did, and I'm really glad that you made this. So congratulations. It's great.